So I received a request for help with this question from a student. This is, let me see, in the study plan, it's 1.5, number 47. And of course, where it shows up in your homework might not be the same across the board. And of course, the numbers are going to be different. I'm actually not going to do the question. I'm going to do the example, and then that'll help you. All right, so, and I know this is really tiny. So I'm going to copy and paste this into a Word document so I can make it big. Hold on one second. Poof, there it is. Okay, so it says find an equation of a line that contains the given point and is parallel to the given line. Use a graphing calculator to verify your work. All right, so there's the instructions. There's the problem. All right, so first thing we need to do is we need to take the line they gave us and we need to change it. So step one, transform the old line, the given line if you like, the old / given line, into y equals mx plus b form. Okay, all right, so there's our step one. Let me do that. So hold on one second. I'm going to make that bold so you can see it better. Cool. All right, so I'm going to take the line they gave me, which is 3x minus 7y equals 15. And I want to get it into y equals mx plus b forms. So I need y equals a bunch of stuff, right? So I need to get the y by itself. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to subtract 3x from both sides, because you don't want it over there on the left-hand side. It's mucking up the whole process. So you subtract 3x. All right, now you do that because that'll cause this to disappear, because if you have 3x and you take away 3x, ta-da, it's nothing, right? So it's 0 minus 7y, which is minus 7y, because 0 minus anything is the anything, equals negative 3x plus 15. Or if you like, you could say 15 minus 3x, but we tend to want it mx plus b form, right? Okay, now we need to get y by itself, so we're going to have to divide by negative 7. And if we do it over here on the left, then we'd have to do it over here on the right. Beautiful. Okay, so you're going to have y equals, now this is going to be a little tricky. So it's negative 3 over negative 7. So that would be 3 over 7x minus 15 over 7, right? Because if it's a positive 15 over negative 7, that means it's minus 15 over 7. Now what you really wanted out of this was you want the slope. So let's take a moment and notice that the slope was 3 over 7. Okay, get into y equals plus b, that y equals mx plus b form. There you go, and get the slope. Now I'll actually put that in here. Y equals mx plus b form, and obtain the slope. Well, no, I'm just going to leave it like that. And I'm going to say step 2 is to write down your new slope. Step 2, right, write the new slope. All right, so since they were parallel, right, I'm going to put that right here. Hold on. Down the slope. Okay? It's really the old line's slope. Okay? Now, step 2, write the new slope. Well, since they're parallel, here, since the lines are parallel, the new slope is equal to 3/7, because we were doing parallel lines. If they're perpendicular, it would have been negative 7/3. Right? Opposite sign, flip the fraction. Step 3. Fill in the slope and the given point to solve for b in y equals mx plus b. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to take it and we're going to say, okay, it's y equals mx plus b, but I know that that is y equals 3/7 x plus b. But I know a y and an x because they gave me a point. I know y is 5 when x is 17. So it's 5 equals 3/7 times 17 plus b. Now let's see here. We can use our calculator to kind of help us a little bit. Because what we need is 3 times, I mean, if you remember, this is really 17 over 1, right? Whenever you have a whole number, it's really over 1. So to multiply that, you're going to say, okay, 5 equals 3 times 17. So let's do 3 times 17. Enter. It gives me 51 over 7 plus b. All right, now I want to get b by itself, correct? So I want to get rid of this 51 over 7. They're currently being added. So we're going to subtract 51 over 7 from both sides. Oops, minus. Sorry, it's a little small. Try to make it bigger. There we go. All right, now we do that from both sides because that'll allow us to make this part go away. All right. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. So you're going to have b is equal to 5 minus 51 over 7 because you have the 5, you'd want to take away the 51 over 7. Now you can go to all the trouble of finding like terms. You're going to have to multiply this by 7 over 7 to make it so they have the same denominator and stuff, right? Or you could just use your calculator. You could say, okay, look, I want 5, take away, subtract, 51 over 7 gives me this ugly decimal. Press math, number 1, enter, and there it is. It's negative 16 over 7. You could actually do it as one step. You can go 5 minus 51 over 7, math 1, enter. Again, that's kind of using the calculator to help ourselves, but, you know, hey, we paid good money for it. Why not? I mean, if you were going to do it longhand, you'd have to multiply and turn this guy into, he's 5 over 1. You'd have to multiply by 7 over 7 because you'd want them to have the same denominators. So if you're going to do it longhand, you do this. So instead of writing it as 5 take away, you'd be doing, here I'll write it out. It'd be 35 over 7 minus 51 over 7, which is equal to negative 16 over 7. So if you're going to do it longhand, that's how. Or that's how to have the calculator help you out. All right, once you're there, then it's not hard. You just write y equals 3/7 x minus 16 over 7. And you're done. At least I think we're done. Let's double check ourselves with MyMathLab because this was an example, so I should be able to click continue. Oops, see, they got negative 16 over 7 just like me. And there you go. Ta-da. Now, they're showing you how to use the calculator to verify. Let me just show you that real quick. So the original line that we were given, we found it to be, oops, hold on, right here. We found it to be y equals 3/7 x minus 15 over 7. That was our original given line, kind of our old line. So I could graph that. So I can go to y equals, I can clear out any old stuff and I can type 3 divided by 7x minus 15 divided by 7, enter. And then I could do my new one, 3 divided by 7x, what was it, minus, oops, it all came in, minus 16 over 7. If I could. There we go, there's the calculator. It took me a second. All right, 16 divided by 7, enter. And I'm just going to do like a normal window, zoom 6, and see if I can see them. There's one, and there's the other, and boy, are they right next to each other. Let's see, hold on. Let's see, I could try zooming in, see if that helps. Enter, let's just see. There's one, and there's the other. Yeah, you can see that they're kind of parallel. So when you zoomed in on them, they're just so close. I mean, one's minus 15 over 7, and one is minus 16 over 7. That's really close, which kind of shows you this graph here is total garbage because that is not the graph of what they're talking about. Look at this. This has got a positive slope here of 3/7, and their graph has a negative slope. So they must just be using a generic graphing thing to kind of show that to you, because that is totally not right. Alrighty, I hope that helps with the parallel line one. I'll see you back here for more videos.